Now that I just said Epic and you said who we're paying, Apple had made a remark recently. I don't know if we had this in the run of show where they said, or they alluded to the fact that Epic is using this moment as ways to revitalize Fortnite and get it back in the conversation, like their whole war with Apple right now. And like that's like what they're saying, like, oh yeah, like they're definitely like just using this as a publicity stunt, because it's like, how are you gonna function without the App Store? Like the App Store definitely generates, I think, let me not say definitely, I believe the App Store generates more revenue versus the Google Play Store when it comes to apps, especially games. Even though Android users tend to have, there's more Android users, but that not just because like the people are using the app stores, because Android phones tend to be more affordable. You know, different countries have cheaper phones and stuff like that. What are you guys' thoughts?
I'll throw it to Bijan first.
That it's a publicity stunt by Epic, like I don't think that's necessarily true. Just because the game is already like the most popular in the world, they're already making money hand over fist. I think, like, as weird as it is to say, I do think like maybe this is like a case of corporate fucking beliefs or whatever. But I think it's more that like Tim Sweeney is just like, yeah, I can say fuck those guys. Like, you know, like we got something here. I mean, look, they clearly did. Like, they clearly did try and fuck on Apple.
Like, even, I mean, bro, at one point, Jay-Z took down his whole discography from Spotify, but he came back eventually.
He did, but he did make a lot of money from Sprint in the meantime. You know what I mean? Like
he did he did sign that deal.
Yeah, you know, he came back on top. But I think it'll be interesting to see what actually happens. I think the other I think I may have said this before, but the other interesting thing is like watching who lines up behind like which company. You know what I mean? So I'm in it for the popcorn. Like I'm just like, I'm out here like, whoever wins.
Is there a good
we probably
or bad guy
lose
here?
For Apple,
I think Apple's the bad
versus,
guy.
I mean, Apple technically versus Tencent, not really Epic, because.
Yeah, I think Apple's the bad guy, just because, like, you know, it's about like how much they're skimming off the top.
30%.
Like,
you think that's too much?
That's a lot. I mean, that's how much Steam charges, and people are upset about that, and have been for a very long time.
So,
because like, for like, you know, for like indie developers, that's like make or break money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about you?
So.
I'm literally going to quote Kiros on this, who's in the chat. This is two giant companies having a PP contest, and that's how I feel about this. That's exactly, and that's what, just watching to see what happens, and then
you're the Michael Jackson gift right now with the popcorn.
I got my popcorn out. I'm happy.
That's exactly how I feel. I'm probably just going to watch what happens. I don't know if this is going to be set the precedent in the future for like how Apple does business or how Epic does business. I think they're just having a PP contest and we're just like, okay, whatever, Apple. Like, you guys got to work together eventually. Like, you're both going to lose money.
Yeah, you're way too... Well, I mean, Apple doesn't need Epic.
I mean, you say that now.
Yeah,
no, they definitely don't need Epic.
I mean, maybe.
Like,
I don't know.
$1 trillion company. Epic is not a $1 trillion company.
I mean, but the Unreal Engine is underlies like everything. Like that's like a lot of things.
That's true, but I mean, they're not removing. I mean, does Apple make games on Unreal Engine? Because they do have.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're like Virtual Tour is powered by the Unreal Engine, like of the facility or whatever.